Alright, are we live? Looks like we're good. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to a little sneak peek for a game called For The Lich. I played the demo for this game, which as far as I can tell is still available. And I would highly recommend you give it a try for yourself because it surprised me in a few ways. It was what I had hoped a game like this could be, but at first it didn't seem like it. So I kind of want to run you through what this game is like and kind of explain why it is that I think this game is so interesting and show you some of the cool mechanics that they're putting into this game. So this is a game where you gather magical dice. So a good photo of that is here. So you can see you have like gear slots down here and you have different weapons, and then what you need to do is roll dice and then load those numbers basically into those weapons and items and stuff, and then that causes different effects. And sometimes it's just as simple as I rolled a 6, I do 6 damage, but sometimes there are special effects, say if you load something up with 1s or something like that. There's also special dice. So these are the normal dice here, these sort of off-white colored ones, grayish. But then you can get all of these really interesting like spectral dice and curse dice and all this kind of stuff. You can get these poker chips that add certain numbers to things. It's really interesting. And then you have like coins and stuff. There's a sort of a progression, like a Slay the Spire style progression, where you will go down a map and choose different nodes, elite fights, shops, etc. So it's a really fun game. You get artifacts, new gear, and stuff like that. Different kinds of enemies, and it's hard. It's a hard game. This is the priest character. He's really fun. He's got an interesting mechanic. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me turn off the monitor capture, and let's get into it here. Actually, you know what? I did want to do one thing real quick. I did want to thank Monovoid for sending me the key, so thank you so much for doing that. And let's go see what else they've done. It's published by Two Left Thumb. So the developer, Monovoid, this is their only game so far, which is interesting because it doesn't seem like a first game. It seems much more polished and thoughtful than a first game. So that's really cool that they were able to do this. And then the developer, Two Left Thumbs, let's see what they have. I don't have a lot of these things. I don't know about a lot of these things. Dead Estate I know about. Some interesting things here. Underboard, I think I have a demo for this installed. They have some narrative games, platformers, Clown Meat. What? Okay, well we're gonna look at that and then we're gonna get out of here. What the hell? Oh my God! What? Oh my God! Okay. All right, let's get into the game. I'm tired of that. Okay, so let's get in here. Let's see if it pulled over my collection from previous. It did. Okay, interesting. So I can actually see that now. This is good because I'm glad it pulled over my progression of unlocks from the demo, because otherwise there would just be less cool stuff to show off. So these are the different dice. I'm not going to show these to you here, but you can see there's a lot of different types of dice you can get. And they all have different effects. It's super cool. So just as one example, Abyss dice. If on the board, negate the Abyss buff. The Abyss will perform current actions when hurt. So this counters a very specific thing. Bedeviled dice. Negative D4 that's destroyed on a critical. Interesting. Negative die. Subtract from the counter. Very weird. Ghost dice. Destroy after use. Yeah, these are very cool. So you can get, you know, the standard 6 dice. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 20. Super cool. So let's get into the game. So we've unlocked trinkets and such. So play campaign, and then we'll just start as the Undertaker. I love the art for this character. I think it looks really, really good. So you start with 25 health, a shovel, and a coffin shield. And then you start with 4 D4s, 1 obsidian D4, 4 D6, 2 D8, 1 die D10. Yeah, okay, 1 D10. And 1 clover, which is a special thing. I think it adds 3. So let's go into play. Starter chest. You get to dig it up, which is super fun. So we can choose a reward. So I can choose either a leather die, and 2 bones, or I could choose 3 coins. I'm going to go with the coins. I don't usually have... I would say I probably only gain 3 to 4 coins in an entire map, so I'm interested to be able to buy stuff. So we make sure we head towards a shop. Dice Fusion is super fun. Weapon chest, Karen's shop. Yeah, so let's go up this way. So we'll go to a battle. These are basically identical. Might as well go to this one. So this is our enemy here. We have a black stag. There's a lot of sort of basic undead, like skeletons and zombies, and then there's like a lot of like cursed creatures you would find in like a vampire castle forest or something. So you've got like black stags, a lot of like feral wolves, and like fallen priests and that kind of stuff. So it's a very thematic game. It takes place in spooky forests and haunted cemeteries and stuff. So how we play this game is, so let's look at this. So he is going to attack me for 1 damage. He is rolling a power d4. Increase the current attack power by 1 when you roll a d4. So if I start rolling d4s, he gets stronger. So that encourages me to use other dice from my pool. So let's start with the shield. So the coffin shield, I need to add 4 points to this counter. If I critical, which means I get to 4 out of 4, I can roll a d6 and add on top of that. So I don't want to roll a d4 is the problem. So I'm going to roll a d6, and I've got 3. And so what this means is I can just now click on my character like this to apply that shield, and then this is put away until I end the turn. So, sorry, cat. So this shield has now given me 3 block. Buddy, you want to be on YouTube for a second? Okay, here we go. Oh, buddy. Oh, it's so horrible being a kitty. Yeah. Oh, you're stinky. Did you fart? That's really bad. Did you eat eggs and sulfur? God, don't lick me. You're stinky. So now what we want to do is grab our shield. So our shield has up to 6. Now, I still don't want to roll any d4s because I don't want to power him up unless I'm thinking I can kill him in 1 turn. So let's roll this d8. I got a 3. Another thing I can do is use this coin to add 1 to the counter. Oops, my cat clicked on it. Is there any chance you could get off of my keyboard? So I've got 4 here. Now, I really don't want to roll any d4s, both because I have a 50% chance of going over my max, which breaks the whole thing, and he'll get +1 power. So I don't want to roll these right now. So I'm just going to click on him, hit him for 4 damage, end turn. So he did 1 to me, which blocked. So as long as I don't roll any d4s, he doesn't get any stronger. So I can basically do this as long as I want. I could even put 1 on the shield with just the coin, and then just block literally just the 1. Now here I'm going to go, so every side on this die is a 4. Now we don't want that. It would guarantee a critical, but we don't want to roll d4s. So let's roll the 6. We got a 5. I can add 3 to the counter, but that will break it over the 6. So we just want to hit him with just the 5. So he hits me for 1. So now let's put on our shovel, because if we can get to 6 here, we can kill him, and then it doesn't matter if he's going to hit me for 1. So let's roll a 6. We got a 1. We'll roll another 6. There, we got critical. Now what that means is I can roll a d4 from the tray. So you can see once I hit 6 out of 6 with any combination of dice and effects, it allows me to do more things. In this case, roll an extra d4. So I've added 3 more damage. Now you see his power went up, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to do 9 damage to him. I can also add things like other trinkets as much as I want once you've reached critical. So you can see here, like if I had managed to... What are you doing? He's like chewing on my fingers. Look at him. What are you doing? Don't chew on me. You can get wires crossed, bud. So we click on this stag. We've defeated the stag. I never had to power him up in a way that would matter. And we get to dig up a treasure. Common box. So I can get a mirror die. Roll the same as other d12 on the board or a coin. Well, let's take the mirror die because that's an interesting effect. We can also go into here and see our dice pool at any time. So every turn, what we do is there's a certain number of objects, it looks like 5 in this case, are drawn from the bag and then put onto here, and then I can roll them. And it'll show you the max you can roll on each thing in case you're not at a glance familiar with the polyhedral dice. Okay, Calvin, you have to go because you can't stop biting me. I don't understand why you're doing that. And then once these are used, they go into the discard bag. That will refresh into the draw bag. Now, one downside is this tray has exactly 15 slots, so it can get filled up with objects. Like, say, you know how I was trying not to roll d4s in the previous fight? It's possible to clog up your tray with things you don't want, and you can't draw new things. Yes, the aesthetics are really cool. Thank you for joining, Maker Fishmeal. Calvin, what the... Okay, he's literally biting me. He is losing his shit. What are you doing? He's chewing on my hand. Okay, that's weird. You have to stop. You're being really weird. Okay, so let's see. Let's first get out the shield. We need to block 4 damage. So ideally, I roll a... This is pretty important that I don't take damage. I'm going to roll a 6 and hope I don't crash out. Nice, I crit. So normally what you can do here is, because I got a crit, you can see I can roll a d6 to add to this. So you can block, if you get to 4, you can block an additional 1d6 plus trinkets. In this case, it's exactly what I need, so I'm not going to use more resources. Now we get out our shovel. Let's roll a d6. I got a 4. I'm going to risk it. I got it. I got the critical. So now I can add this coin to it, and then I can hit him for 7, which is half of his health. Okay, buddy, you're getting really weird. You're getting really weird. All right, let's end turn. I'm being attacked by my cat. All right, so now he's only going to do 7 here. Or sorry, 2, but he only has 7 health. So if we can kill him, we don't even have to block. So let's risk it with a d8 because there's a 75% chance I roll under. Actually, I have a lot of d4s, so let's just roll a 6. Okay, let's roll a 4. Now this always rolls a 4. It says obsidian die. Every side of this is a 4. So there, I automatically get to the crit value. I can add another d4 from my tray, which the minimum amount it can add is another 1 point. And there we go. No damage taken. Now the fun of this game is unlocking, you can get better weapons and shields. There's also a 3rd slot, so you can grab a new item without losing these, and then you can replace. You can also get tons of cool dice, and you can get like artifacts and stuff that change how stuff works, just like most of these roguelike games. So a Jester die. On critical, re-roll self. Now that's really interesting. That could definitely mess you up if you're trying to get a very specific number. But we're gonna take it because that's more fun. So let's go to the dice fusion. Okay, so now what this does is I can combine any 2 dice, and so what it will do is it will take the value of one die and the effect of another die and add them together. So what I want to do here is I'm going to add in the 6, and I'm going to add in the obsidian. Now I have an obsidian d6. And the reason I want that is because the shovel crits on a 6. So now I can, whenever I draw this die, which I have a little better than 1 in 3 chance, I just get a crit on my shovel. So this just ensures I can do really good damage with this particular weapon. Okay, so we're into the shop. So we have some artifact things here, or no, these are weapons. Here's a weapon. Iron Hand, critical is up to 11. After use, return the lowest rolled dice. So you just get a die back into your tray. That's interesting. Rose Guard can roll extra spike dice on a critical. Mark of Thorns, gain stack of thorns per 5 armor gained, and this can go up to 10. Now that makes it harder to get a crit because you have to put more resources into it to get to 10, but the maximum shielding I can get, hi Ruby, you okay? Is a lot higher. So I think this shield is better than this sword is, you know what I mean? So I think I will buy this shield, have this Rose Guard. Now I have 1 coin. I could buy a crystal die. I could buy an ashen die. If this is on the board while in critical state, you can roll another d12. I also have some trinkets. Return all dice from the board to your tray. Discard everything on the board and gain a bone for each object. Turn all dice from the board to your tray. That's pretty interesting. I think I'm going to buy the crystal one. It predicts what it's going to roll, which means you can... Oh yeah, also look at this guy's eyes. predicts what you're going to roll, so you know what number it has, which is really cool. So let's go up to, let's go to a weapon chest, and let's go to Elite Battle. Okay, so we have a Moon Slicer and a Wooden Shield. So what I want to do here is I'm probably going to take the Moon Slicer and replace my Coffin Shield. I have a really good shield now, so I'd rather have 2 weapons than the crappy shield and 1 weapon. I think this is plenty of defense. Now let's go do an Elite Battle. Now these can be very dangerous, so let's read what's going on here. We only drew normal stuff, which kind of sucks. So we have a Gargoyle. Aggro can only target this enemy. So this one's sort of defending this bishop here. Blood Moon, 1 stack. Overkill damage is converted back to health. Overkill damage is converted back to health. I don't know what that means. Does that mean it heals me? It might heal me. Bones, gain bone in the tray on hurt. So a bone is a item that clogs up my tray with these little trinkets that when I use them, they subtract 1. And you can just ignore them. But 2 things. 1, it's going to clog up the tray and not be helpful. And 2, he has an attack that does more damage if you have bones in your tray. So you do want to spend them or he will make your life much worse. So let's get in here and take a look. Let's start with our shield, because we do need a lot of defense here for these 2. So let's roll the 8. I got a 5, so I only need a little bit more. Let's just roll a 4. I got a 1. Roll another 4. So there, so we have 8 defense. And we do have thorns, so they're going to take a little bit of damage just by me defending. And then, oh boy, let's do the shovel, because we're much less likely, it's impossible to crit with the Moon Slicer, and we don't have the resources to make use of the crit. So let's go for here. So let's roll. I got a 2. I will save the clover for next round. I'd rather have this in the tray to get me to like a critical or to an emergency block. So I'm just going to do a couple of damage to this one and pass turn. And this will stay in the tray. Imagine this is a deck builder, but you don't discard your hand at the end of the turn. You just draw 5 new cards. That's kind of how you can think about it. The tray they won't leave here unless you use them. So, cast a buff on an enemy, and this one is just attacking. So we don't need very much defense. So let's start with the shield, and let's just roll a d6. We got a 6, but I don't want to spend any more resources because I don't need to. So I'm just going to block just the 6. And then let's get out the Moon Slicer. So let's see here. This obsidian die will be a 6. So actually, let's start with that. We get a crit automatically, and let's just smack him. And then the Moon Slicer, let's see. What will this roll if there's no d12? Yes, so if there's no other d12 on the board, it will roll like a normal d12. Okay, that's interesting. So we have 9 out of 10. So I can't, there's only a 1 in 6 chance I crit here, so I'm just going to use it as it is. But you can see as you get more tools, you can manipulate how much you're rolling much more easily. The start of the game the first few fights feel like they're just totally random because all you're doing is rolling these basic dice and hoping for good numbers. But as you progress and start adding modifiers, gaining new dice, gaining new cool powers and items, you can really manipulate this luck to your advantage. So let's see here. So this on critical reroll self. So what do we want to do? We want to kill, increase attack power by 5. Damn. So we need some defense, but here's the thing. If we can kill this guy, we don't need that much. That's 9 defense. So let's roll a d6. I crit. So let's roll a... we know this is going to roll a 4. This is a crystal die. So you see how it shows a 4? No, wait. When you roll this, it will predict. That's right. Okay, so now I've rolled this crystal die, so it's showing that this die is a 2, which is fairly cool. Now I'm going to add the clover, giving this 10 damage so we can kill this guy off. And now we only have to worry about the skeletal bishop here. So let's put this in. Let's roll the d10. 4. Roll this one. We got a 4. And we know this is a 2, so I'm just going to roll it. We get a critical out of it. Block, I get extra thorns. And then I'm just going to save this d4 for next turn, because getting to criticals is much better than just throwing random dice in. So he's hitting himself. Oh, and it does give me a bone. Okay, interesting. So him hitting himself on my thorns does hurt him and then get a bone. So he has Bones Explosion. At the end of your turn, take 3 damage for each bone in your tray. So what we need to do here is roll something like, let's roll the 12. Okay, so I failed. So you see how this has gone over the maximum? That means that this is kaput. So it just loses all the dice that had been spent on it so far. But I can still try again. So let's just roll a 6. So I got 5. Let's roll a d4. Let's use the bone. So we're down to 6, and now there's no bones in my inventory. And then we can just apply that back up to 2 thorns. And does it just do 1 damage? No, 2 damage. So now I won't take any damage. So let's get our Moon Slicer out. Roll a crystal die. So we know this is going to be a 6. So that's fairly interesting. Let's roll this one. So we don't want to roll this. It's going to break it. So let's just hit him with this. And then we'll use the shovel. Now I got a bone. I'm going to roll that. Spend the bone. And then if I hit him with this, I'm going to get another bone. And I'm going to take 3 damage. So I think... Am I allowed to cancel this attack? I'm not sure, actually. I don't think so. Okay, I have to hit him. That's okay. So we'll just have... we'll take a few points of damage here, but... A couple damage isn't the end of the world. Alright, so 5 again. So let's go ahead and roll something for some block. Oh, this is... a little risky. It's just 5. Let's just block. I need to spend this bone. There you go. I have -1 damage. I'm going to end turn. I'm going to save some dice up. Okay, so he's 5, and he's going to cast a debuff on me. So let's roll the d10. Oh, we crit right away. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got lots of defense, so we can afford to use up all but 1 bone. Let's roll a crystal die. So we know this d4 is going to roll a 2. Ooh, perfect. So we'll use this, get a crit. Now this means we can re-roll 1 die from the board. So let's re-roll the crystal die. This is already fairly high. We don't want to lower that. So now we've rolled this, and now we know another die is going to be a 2 because we got to re-roll this. Super cool. So let's add in the clover and the bone. I got to get rid of the bone. Okay, shovel. This is always a 6. Now we can roll a d4 from the tray. Add the bone in. Hit him for lethal. There we go. Easy peasy. Now this is going to be a lot harder if you haven't played this. I've played a bunch of runs in the demo. That was probably months ago, but... so now we can get these like cool tarot card looking abilities. So coin necklace. Draw again if you draw a coin. So if I had a lot of coins, this would be interesting because I would keep drawing more objects out of the bag. Or shuck pelt. Lose half your max HP. The first time you lose HP in a battle, gain 1 vampire stack. Vampire restores HP equal to unblocked damage dealt. So that means so I would lose 15 max health, but every time I lose HP in battle, the next hit I do, I heal for. So that's really weird. I'm gonna go with the coin one. Well, no, this one's legendary. We're gonna go with the legendary one. If we die, we die. Dig up a chest. So 2 coins, Iron Hand Trinket, return the lowest roll die into your tray. Baba Yaga's Finger, reroll an object from the board. This is a great ability. I love that one. Dice for health. This is a really interesting mechanic. You can sacrifice a die permanently to gain health equal to, I believe it's maximum roll. So I'm missing a couple health. I have a lot of D4s in here. I'm gonna throw one into the pit. So I sacrifice that. Whoop. It explodes into blood. I heal for 4, but also I got to get rid of one of my useless D4s. And now we go to the boss battle. I said that really weird. And now we go to the boss battle. So this is Anku, and he brings these black stags with him. He is pretty... I remember him getting... Yeah, these D4s really cause problems. So I have to try not to roll D4s until the stags are dead, or they're going to start hitting me really hard. They're hitting me very low right now, so we barely need any defense. That's enough. Use it. Let's roll the D12 here. I rolled a 10. I got a crit immediately. So we can re-roll a die from the board, but the problem is that affects the power, and this is the only one I rolled, so we're not re-rolling that. There we go, and then we'll roll the D6. We got a 2. This is very likely to break. 40% chance that I don't break, so I'm just going to do the 2 damage. Better than doing 0 damage, and I save the D10 for next round. So I haven't, until I lose HP, I don't get my vampire, which is really cool. So I won't waste that. So if I do mess up and get hit really hard, I can heal it. Inflicts a curse upon a random weapon. These are really, really bad. These will change how the weapon works until you've pumped a certain amount of stuff into it. Let's see, they're also going to, when hurt, discard an object from the tray. Oof. We only need a couple defense. We got a 1. Okay. Reroll an object from the board. There we go. Jeez. Alright, so we go into here. Let's roll the... This is always going to be a 6. Let's roll the 10. I got a 9. I can't fix that. So we're just going to kill this stag off, which is great. Shovel. This is always a 6. But we do not want to roll a d4 to make this one stronger. Although, no, we know it's going to be a 2. So let's just hit him. Save these objects. He's also destroying things from my board. Okay, so we get to see the curse. Now, luckily, very luckily, he cursed my worst weapon. Debt curse. ×1. Start counter at -4. So what this means is I have to put 10 into this to get a critical. And I have to put 5 into this before it does anything. So if I roll a d4 and it's a 4, this is now a 0 damage shovel. And you have to do this 1 time. So you see the debt curse is once. So once I've used that up 1 time, it'll go away. Now let's put that back. I would prefer to start with defense because this is a bigger hit coming in here. Let's D8. That's great. That's perfect. And we get thorns. So now we want to get to 10 damage for this stag. So we've got only D4s. But we can manipulate this fairly easily to get to lethal so that he doesn't even hit us for more than 1. Or any at all, I mean. So let's roll the crystal die. We know this is going to be a 1. So now we're here. So if we roll this, it's a critical. We can re-roll a die from the board. Let's roll this 1. This won't help us. Well, let's try it. No, okay. So we'll just take out this stag. So now we only have to block the 6 damage. And this is not going to get fixed this turn. So we end turn. But he's out of minions now. So he's going to cast a buff on an enemy. So he's going to buff himself. So what we can do now is just start smacking him because there's no minions and we don't care what we roll. So that's a 3, this is a 6, and this is a 1. So there's that and that. And then this re-rolls itself if it's the critical, but unfortunately it re-rolled into a 1. Ooh, there we go. That's nice. That was good damage. And then I think I'll save the d6. I think it's better to keep that in there. Yeah, he's going to start discarding things from my tray again. And he's going to attack twice. Oh dear. That's only a 1. Let's Baba Yaga that d12. Oh, no, I went over. I didn't expect that. But we know we can get a... We have to block this. All right, we're just gonna leave it as so. I should have spent it, actually, because he was gonna discard it anyway. All right, critical. Alright, this guy is taking a while because he's making everything. Okay, so now he's gonna curse me. So now I have a damage round here. I can just do damage. Okay, that was pretty good damage. Moon Slicer. We know this is gonna be a 6. That's perfect. 6 plus 3 is 10. There we go. Critical. I can re-roll this. There's some more damage. 13. Awesome. So he's gonna inflict 2 curses on me. Did he curse one of these? He did. Debt curse on the Rose Guard. Well, let's just DPS him then. A 9. Okay, it's gonna have to be good enough. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have all 3 weapons cursed. That's really bad. Halved curse. Halve the critical value of this weapon. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's hitting for a lot. Oh, dear. I don't know if I can do 17 damage this turn. The average roll would be 2.5, 2.5, so that's 5. 3.5, 8.5. There's another 2.5 is 11. And then that's 5.5. So 16 points. So I have a... My average rolls across all of these would be 0.5 health less than his health is right now. So that's too risky. Alright, I'm going to have to go with that. That's going to have to be good enough. And then let's work on one of these debt curses. Let's see if we can get one of these out of here. If I reroll this... Yes, okay. There, so the debt curse is gone, so we can at least use this more effectively next turn. Maybe kill him. So he did take damage. So this is the turn I want to hit him really hard and try to heal. So let's roll this. Roll this. Okay, there we go. So I've healed back up. Now he's got... Oh boy, he's got so little... Have the critical value. Yeah, so I only need 5 to get it to crit, but it stops at 5, so I have to roll like a smaller die. I only need 4. There we go. We did it. Full health. Cool. Death of Anku. Reach the church and kill Anku. Okay, we get a new item. So Spike Shield, offensive and defense. Criticals roll an extra d6, so that can roll quite a lot of defense. But I'm really enjoying the Rose Guard. So let's take the Golden Hand. After use, return the highest rolled die. That's interesting. So we'll replace our shovel. And now we have 2 pretty decent weapons. This one has its curse still. And we have the Rose Guard. So now we're in the second area. So we've got another boss here. Looks like some sort of angelic figure or something. This is interesting. I don't know if you were allowed to play this Act 2 in the demo. This might be the furthest I'm allowed to go. Interesting. Die for health we don't need. We don't have any coins. So why don't we go... Ooh, these do not... Ooh, I have to... Elite fight. This is a tough orientation, but I think we'll probably get coins along this path to go to Karen's shop. So let's do the dice fusion. So what I'm gonna do is the Moon Slicer is normally a 10. But the reroll doesn't help. Let's do a 10. And we're gonna take the Obsidian Die Auto 6 and we're gonna make that into a D10 that automatically rolls a 10. Because then we can guarantee an instant crit on our shield. Very fun system. Oh god. Okay, yeah, this is definitely new. Ugh. When targeted, reroll the highest die on the board. This is a Nuckalavi. Let me know in the comments if you know what this flesh centaur guy is. Okay. Cast a buff. I gotta get this out of here. Alright, there we go. So that's uncursed. Auto crit. Nice. And you know what? Here, have an extra 3. Oh, he rerolled that. Okay. He rerolled this. Did you see that? The gut punch says when targeted, reroll the highest die on the board. The highest die on the board, every side of the die is 10. So he didn't do anything. That's awesome. And then I can use it again. Cool. So we'll just do this. Easy peas. He can't re-roll it. Ooh, level 3. You gain 5 max HP. Oh, I get another card. Duomo Pauldron. Prevent the first time you lose HP in a battle. That could be helpful considering my max HP is low. Or you can re-roll 1s on the board. Eye patch. Let's take that. That sounds really fun. That sounds really fun. Odd die. Every side is an odd number. So it can roll 1s and 3s, I'm guessing? But I'm going to take a coin, because we know we're headed to a shop. Emmet. Oh, okay. This is an Egyptian creature, isn't it? Emmet? Temper. When attacked, decreases the stacks. When it expires, gain 50 stacks of power. Oh, shit. That's not good. Yes. Oh, it is. Thank you, Godsend. Yeah, it's going well. I got a key for this game. It's not out quite yet, but there's no embargo on content for me, so I thought I would stream it today. I played the demo. I really liked the demo. If you haven't caught what's going on, it's a game where you have dice. It's a dice builder, but the dice have weird powers, and then you apply them to weapons and armor with weird powers, and then you manipulate the faces of the dice for cool effects. This is a bad example because I happen to draw all normal dice. But let's get our shield going here. Let's start with a D8. That's enough. Just block that. When attacked, I hope that doesn't proc on thorns. It could. I'm not attacking, but not for sure. Let's roll. Okay. Alright, so we have to kill him in 4 more attacks or he just murders me. Because if he gains 50 power, and then he does, say, 56 damage to me, this is 3 times my health. So he's going to do 6 damage now. Let's crit defend. So we know the Thorns does not proc his temper, which is nice. Golden Hand. Ooh, an 11. I wish I had rolled this crystal die first to see if I was going to get something. But I can't risk it. Let's roll the crystal die. So this is going to be a 4. That means it's a crit. Reroll 1 die on the board. Let's roll this one. Nice. Okay, so 2 more hits, I have to kill him. So that's not looking great. It's risky to farm damage from the thorns, though. We have to defend. This is not... I don't have enough damage here. 3? I'm just gonna do this and defend, and we'll save these resources for next. I didn't attack him, so yeah, he's getting stronger slowly, but not 50 power stronger. This is always a 10. Okay, crit defense. 3 thorns is going to be useful. Let's start with the crystal die. So we know this is a 5. So that's a 9. So we want to get around 3 points. Let's roll a d4. We got a 4. Okay. I don't think it's worth using these resources here because the best case scenario is I use up 2 more point resources to get 2 more damage and return only a d4 to the board, to the tray. This is only 10 damage. And we need to save up some resources anyway because next turn we have to kill him. If we attack him next turn and it's not lethal, he will kill me the following turn. So we should probably not bother defending. We should probably just go for lethal. So here's a d12. It's a 9. So we need 3. Got a 1. It's a really unhelpful number. Okay, well at least we can crit. We can, after use, return the highest rolled die. I don't want to re-roll these because I'm currently at crit. You see what I'm saying? If I re-roll these, I think it would break it. Maybe it already counts as, maybe it's can't be changed. Let's try it. That was weird. All right, 12 damage. So he's gonna hit me for 59 damage next turn. So I have to roll literally any number that's not fatal or 0. Okay, there we go. 2 damage. Spooky. A little spooky. So it's a bit of a puzzle game, really, like a lot of roguelike games. Blood die. When an enemy dies, draw this die. Okay. I think I'd rather have a coin. Let me know if this music is too loud or I'm too quiet, by the way. Alright, so we have a Vodyanoi and an Adaran. This is a baby imp deer, and this is a elder frog wizard with a beard made of skin. Okay. Very weird. What's this? Ironhide. Gain defense equal to Oh. Okay, so then you gotta wait for his defense to fall off. And this guy's just hitting me. Okay, let's D8 here. 6, good enough. D12. My chances of getting, well, if I get, let's do it. Let's do it. 50-50 shot on critical. Go for it. Damn it. Okay, so that just falls off, and then we end turn. See, gambling is tough in this game. Ooh, what are you guys doing? Oh no! They've got the D4 thing now. Oh, that's bad. I don't like that. I only need 1 point of defense. Good enough. 2, I guess, now, because I powered him up accidentally. Well, the problem is this is going to be a 4. And this is going to be a 10. So I could roll this and hope for a 2. You think Vadi blank is a Lovecraft thing? Vodyanoi? That's interesting. It does look kind of Frog Cthulhu. I tried to read the... I got the entire Lovecraft's collection on audiobook, and I was listening to it for a while there. And I had to stop and return the book because he is so racist. It was hard to listen to. I couldn't do it. I had to stop. I could not do it. It was way too much. Well, I mean, any amount is too much, but it was like I couldn't even like get through, an important piece of literature in history despite all of it. It was just too much. It was awful. I had to refund it. I told Amazon or Audible, I was like, I'm so sorry. I know I'm halfway through this book, but it's so racist. I can't do it. And they're like, here's your refund. Let's see. Can reroll a die from the board. I want to see what this is going to be. It's a 3. So 9 plus 3 is 12. Oh, we should have done that 1 second. My bad. Oops, I'm rolling dice. I didn't even think about that. And Oh no, I'm gonna almost lethal him. That was bad. I did not think about that. Now he has all this armor. I'm gonna have to just take the hit, but then I can heal once. Understandable, lol. Yeah, it was... I don't know if you've tried reading it or listening to it, but it's almost like he was careful to put the tamer ones in the front, and then I was like 2/3 of the way through the book, and he was just going on and on about a black person. It was just bad. It was real bad. Yeah, he's not good. Okay, so if we kill this guy, we don't have to worry about this power D4 thing anymore. So let's start with the Moon Slicer. Let's just use the D8. Oh my god. There we go. 4 damage is lethal. He's going to debuff me. Unblocked damage dealt. Did I heal? I'm confused. Rolling a D12 adds a stack, and at the beginning of the enemy turn, deal 1 damage. Oh, I have a poison D12 on me? I think that's for me. Okay. Well, we'll just do this and add a 1 to it, and then it's a crit. And now we can re-roll this. We can re-roll this, and then this should return. Nice. I just get the D10 back. That's so good. D10 that all sides are 10. Imagine bringing one of those to your D&D game. Like, oh man, I roll max damage on my firebolt every time. Crazy. So D12. Yeah, this must be for me. Yeah, it must be. Because I've got 2 stacks now. He debuffed me last turn. So I just won't roll the D12 because I'm just poisoning myself. 5 damage. Let's roll a crystal die so we know this is a 1. Let's roll this. We got a 5. Here's 1 more. I can re-roll 1s, which re-procs the... Ooh, this is also a 1. That sucks. That's 15 damage, so we win. Easy peasy. Hopefully I get a coin here. I did. Or a D12 blood die. Let's take the 2 coins, because we're going to be able to spend those on what we want right now. And 4 money is a lot. Okay. Rare Venom Reach. Attacks. Apply 1 stack of poison D6 to your target. Rolling a D6 adds a stack. At the beginning of the enemy's turn, deal damage equal to 2 stacks. Sorry. Plated die. Negative values, but gain armor equal to rolled number. Lucky die. Always rolls what you need. These are really fun. Poison die. Cast poison D6 to the enemy with the highest health. Damn, I want all this stuff. I've got 4 coins, so I can either get this weapon. Oh, this is a legendary shield. This goes up to 20. Critical. Discard tray and draw 5 objects from bag. I feel like I would need the auto D12. You can get D20s in this game. I just don't have any. That's a really sick shield, but I don't know that I'd be able to actually make use of the defense. Doesn't count your tray. So if you have 1. No, I realize how good that is, but think of how many dice I'd have to roll to get to 20. Because I don't have a way to reliably get... I can reliably get 10, because I have a D10 that's always a 10. But I have 1 D12. I don't have any other D10s. I have an 8 and a bunch of 6s. If I had a D20... I think it's going to be... I mean, obviously I can pump a lot of defense into it. But it's such a cool power. Okay, you know what? Let's well, you know what? We'll go for it for science. We're gonna buy that. I only have 1 coin left. Let's oh, an infinite loop. There shouldn't be, because critical is something that only procs 1 time. But when it does, you might be right. You know, there's probably some way to do it. but the way it is now, you can only crit once. So obviously a tray of 5 new dice is a whole turn. So that would be great. What are these? Oh, reroll an object from the board with tremendous luck. I wish I'd looked at those. I didn't even look. Okay, those sound cool. Dice fusion. I think I'd rather do an elite fight. I don't really have any... I'm not in... These powers don't really do better on higher dice. This one doesn't really do me much good on a lower die because I would have to... I would lose a D12, which is a big number. So I don't think I want a dice fusion. I think I'll do an elite battle and then whatever this cursed offering is. Okay, more little guys. Adaran and red caps. Okay, so they're buffing the crap out of themselves. I wonder if they're all gonna get the D4 thing. So I don't need to defend. So let's go to the golden hand and we'll start with our crystal die. So this is a 3. Let's go for the 8. So we need 4. There we go, asking ye shall receive. Let's start with this. This is a big hit, though. I could hit him now and then let his armor fall off the next turn. That's probably a good idea. And then this is a... Oh, yeah, that's right. I got the highest die back. It's a 6. This is a 3. Let's risk it. Yes. Critical. I can reroll 1s. And then I can reroll any die. But these are all good. So let's just... 15. Thank you so much. That looks awesome. Let's smack this red cap. I don't need my shield yet. We headed out? Okay, have a good time. Oh, power. You always get the D8 version. Interesting. Is there a is there settings? Yeah, I'm gonna turn the music just a little bit down. I know you said it was fine, but it's actually kind of loud for me. So I probably need to change my stream settings or something. But anyway. Okay, so we do need a modicum of defense, but if we roll a D8 or a D4, they do more damage. So, am I better off just hitting them and ignoring the? I might be better off just killing this one and tanking 2 damage. Although these guys have different. These guys, I'd still have it. This guy has. Oh, this guy also has it on D6. Oh, fuck me. So I can't roll any dice without at least one enemy getting stronger. Okay, golden hand. This is a 1, so let's roll a D8. D6. This is lethal. Now I need some defense, but if I roll D4s, they get stronger. This is a 1, so I'd roll a 1, and then they would gain a combined amount of 2 damage. So I'd actually, rolling this die would lose me a health. I think that's a lot of damage. I think I have to tank that. Yeah, because I think they got 3 power. This guy got 3 power from the D6, and this guy got 3 power from the D8. So this is, it's not 1, because he has 3 stacks, so that's really deadly. God damn. If I roll this D4, so I have a 50% chance of them getting, I have a 25% chance of them gaining damage, but then I can fix it with the coin. So let's just do that. Okay, perfect. So I'll put that on. So I actually am going to take less damage. I was going to take 8, and now I'm going to take 6. I can hopefully use my vampire well. Wait, they're adding stacks to those and attacking me? That's pretty rude. I have a D12. Eh. It rolled a fucking 1. Okay, I can reroll 1s for free with my eye patch. Oh, which he's actually wearing. Oh, also he's wearing the pelt. Did you guys notice that? Look at that. He's wearing the stuff. Well, that's cool. That's really cool. I really want to crit on this, but it's really risky. I'm gonna do it. Fuck. It's getting worse. I think I have to just take this. I can't fix this now. I can't fix it. Let's just auto crit here. I'll add the clover so we heal more. There we go. Full health. That's pretty good. We'll save that 1. These are so valuable to know what you're gonna roll. So valuable. Oh god, they're getting stacks. Okay, now he's got... Now the only thing I can roll is a d20, which I don't have. Alright, let's kill this guy. Let's get the golden hand out. The d8 will power this guy up a lot. So maybe we should try the 6 and hope for a lucky amount, and then we can add to it. Okay, that's not good. Let's Baba Yaga that thingy. That would go to... Ah, shit, I gotta do it. 9. Alright, get out of here. So this guy's gonna hit me for 3. If I roll a d8, he gains 4 damage. So if I put the shield on and roll this, I have to roll a 4. No, I have to roll a 7 or an 8, or it was pointless, because I'll just take damage. Although, if I roll at least a 4, I take a net. So I have greater than 50% chance to lower my damage if I roll this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna take 3 damage. Oh, these guys suck. Hey Leonard, you okay, bud? I don't need the defense though. D8s and D4s. I could just damage him for 10. Just pass turn. And take 1 damage. He's gonna keep buffing himself. It might be the way to go here. So I'm safe to roll 6s right now. And the 12. Okay, that seems fine. So now I'm, everything's dangerous. Okay. I think we go for the kill. Should be able to get 21 damage. We'll start with this. This is a 7. So we want a 3. No, we want a 2. Because that plus 7. Yeah, I'm stupid. Okay. So that's going to return that die, which is awesome. So now we need, let's roll the d8. Roll a d6. Or do we gamble? The 8 only has 1 side that will break. We need 2. Oh man, I kind of have to roll one of these. Suddenly I'm thinking about making a faction of red caps in Age of Wonders. Nice, do it, little murder goblins. I think we have to risk it here. Ease peas. Look, he's gonna hit me for 25. No, you're not. Ooh, ah! He came back to life. What happened? Oh god. Emergency. Emergency block. Oh my god. I'm gonna take 20. Oh, I'm not gonna die. No, I am gonna die. Fuck. What the hell saved him? Oh, I missed something. Oh, he must have had a buff that kept him alive. Fuck. Okay, we've unlocked some new stuff. So we've got the Thorn D12. I wasn't allowed to look at the other things. That's fine. So it took us an hour. We rolled 168 dice, trinkets. We rolled 28 ones. That seems like a large number compared to 168 dice. Did a bunch of damage, armor, chest opened. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun run. Now I can show you guys the other character. So let's continue on. So we go to the collection, we can see we've unlocked some stuff. So we've unlocked, for instance, the copper die. Can't roll higher than the highest rolled value on the board. So we have the D12 of that. And then we have the spike die. Can reroll self by 1 towards critical, but take 1 damage. So that's interesting. So these let you fudge the number a little bit, which is cool. These ones are getting close. Here's the crystal dice, always useful. Okay, back. We have new abilities and achievements and stuff. Let's just see if it shows what I... Yeah, here's the church. Defeat Anku without using any defensive weapons. Oh, weird. Abilities. We unlocked this one. Chain armor. Gain 1 armor for every 5 damage you deal. Now, that's pretty cool. I'd like to find that. That's a way you could not use any defense. The rabbit's foot was going to be good. So these are all the trinkets in the game. You can see I've unlocked most of them. I played the demo a bit. Yeah, there's really cool stuff like the black and red chips that add and subtract numbers. Very cool stuff. So let's go into play campaign, and then we'll play as Dante. So this guy has less health. He has a dagger and an old Bible. He starts with 3 d4s, 2 bone d4s, 1 d6, 2 bone d6, 2 d8, 2 d10, 1 d12, and the ability Grave Reroll. Now, this guy has a really cool passive, which is that, remember those annoying bones that was being thrown into my tray and I had to spend them and they would give me -1? He makes bones give you +1 instead. So those enemies that try to debuff you with bones, you can use them to your advantage to gain power. So he has a lot more of manipulating small numbers to add up because he'll generate bones from these dice. And then your tray will fill up, but you can roll, say, a 4 and you need a 12, and you're like, oh, I'll just put 8 bones on there. It's pretty fun. So let's try with him. He's just a little weaker. So we have a cross dagger. Critical, can reroll a single bone die. Leonard. Yeah. Old Bible, critical, draw once from the discard bag, and he has a 6 defense on there. So his Bible is better than the coffin shield, which was only, I think, a 4. But his dagger is slightly weaker as an actual weapon because it doesn't add as much. But you get the bones and stuff, which is cool. So let's go to the starter chest. Whoa, shit, what is this? Oracle Shield. Can roll 1 predicted die or a blood die. When an enemy dies, draw... I'm going to take a piece of equipment is a great thing to have right off the bat. Damn. Dice Fusion. I could turn something like a D12. Oh, I could turn something better value into a bone die if we head to the fusion. Dice for health, weapon chest, elite fight, and then a shop. That sounds good to me, getting a weapon right before an elite fight. So let's go this way. So we've got a basic skeleton. Gain a bone in the tray on hurt. But that's good for me. So he's gonna do 4 damage. So let's, we don't have anything in the discard bag. So let's put up the Oracle Shield. And we shall roll the D10 because we don't want to roll that on our 7 damage cross. Although in this case I immediately got exactly whatever. Alright, so we got 7 defense. Can reroll any die but rolls a bone from your tray. Grave reroll. Rolls a bone from your tray. I don't know. I think that needs translated better. D8. I got a crit. Can roll a single bone die. So I got a bone. Subtract 1 from the counter. Additions temporary. Hey, now wait a minute here. His power used to make these add 1. Oh, did they change that? Maybe it was too strong. It still subtracts 1 from the... I mean, that's still useful for getting to criticals, but I thought he could, I thought they added for him. Maybe this is what they changed it to. Can reroll any die but rolls a bone from your tray. We'll have to test that out next turn. Tooltip might not be changed for the character. Science it. We'll science it. Can reroll any die. Okay, let's just do it here. So I'm gonna roll this, and then I'm gonna reroll this die. Oh, so you can re-roll a die, but it automatically plays a bone, giving you -1. Okay, so these are like re-rolls -1, which is interesting. Yeah, okay. It might have been too strong before. I remember it feeling really easy to get crits on everything, because you would just like have like a tray full of +1s. So I guess you can kind of see. He's only got 9 health, so maybe we can just kill him. Let's roll a d8. 3. We'll roll a 6. We got a 1. I'll re-roll that. There we go. Now we're at critical. We can add this, which is exactly 2, and get out of here. Nice job, Dante. Oh, a Jester die. On critical, re-roll self. Was that helpful? I guess I do more re-rolling with the bones. So maybe that does have more value because I can try to... I have more chances to get a critical. I'll take it. We'll see. The Black Stag. Nothing in the discard yet. So let's roll. Let's just roll a d4. 3. That's good enough because this only lasts for 1 attack. And then now we can move on. We can use these for damage. 12 feels like a crazy decision, but whatever. But well, I can save that for the shield. We'll do a 10. Okay, we messed that up. I can't. Why can't I roll the? Okay, let's just dump that. All right, 6. 50-50 on that. It's also a d4, so let's just hit him. It's fine. One damage again. So let's see. D8. Critical. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add this because we'll have plenty of block. I rolled a 1. The only number on the D12 that wasn't enough. feels like I'm DMing my D&D group right now because my enemies my monsters never hit the players. It's crazy. All right, one damage is all I need to do. D8. That's good enough too. Stab him with a cross. Soul die. Create a ghost die of the same type and place it in your tray. Ghost die evaporates if it moves into your discard. Okay. I'm gonna... Ooh, do I want to fuse anything? These are high numbers. Like, that's not too bad. These don't need to be high numbers to be useful. So I don't think I need to go to the fusion. I think I'll go to another battle. But then I'll be going... Yeah, I'll go to a weapons chest with no cash. Or sorry, a shop with no cash. So I have to try to see if I can find some coins in these 3 fights here. But I don't think I need a fusion. I would recommend experimenting with the fusion if you are playing for yourself. It's really interesting. Plus, you can sort of change your like weed things out of your deck that you don't want. Basically, like I don't need this many D4s. Well, you can offer one up as a template for some other effect, just to get rid of a die or something. 5 damage, and he's gonna heal. So D10. I rolled a freaking 1 again. Oh my god. I rolled another 1! Please, my life for a defense. Okay, we got D6. Oh gosh, okay. Stab him. We're good so far. Probably get... I don't know if this guy gets stronger. We're still fairly early on. D12. 11. Okay, so we want to stab him. Man, I might as well roll this. Roll. Add this. Now it's a critical. Hey, stab. Strigoi. So he's gonna buff. So we just stab him. I need another weapon, really. I don't need both of these. And this weapon, the maximum damage I can deal is so low. Ghost die of the same type. So I've got a... Let's go ahead and roll the... Fuck. Damn it. Oh my god. For fuck's sake, I'm gonna re-roll that. Damn it! I can't get a critical number. What's this? Counter. Will perform its current action when it's hit. So will that fall off if I don't use it? Let's roll this. Let's roll the regular D10. Fuck. Let's roll a bone die. 7. I'm just gonna end turn. I don't want to fuck with his counter. Ah shit, he still has it. So we need defense equal to 7 and then to kill him in the same turn, which is almost impossible. So there's defense equal to that. Okay. Okay, so that's too high, but we can do this, make it critical, and then roll this, and we got a 4. Yes! 11. Take that. Hell yeah, that was, had to actually be perfect for that to work, so probably should have not done that. Oh, 2 coins. Can reroll self by 1 towards critical, but take 1 damage. Or 2 coins. I think I'll take 2 coins. Digging. There's so much stuff to dig up out here. This is shitty. I think I'll take the sword for the Bible though, because the shield is pretty decent, and I don't have enough damage options. Okay, elite battle. Here we go. So we've got a Vitala zombie, a gargoyle, and a Vitala skeleton. Now this guy taunts me. I have to attack him. They're hitting me for 12 this turn, which seems inappropriate. There we go. Critical. Can roll 1 predicted die is the crit. I don't know what that means. Of science. Okay, that wasn't what it was. That was just my normal reroll. Okay, I see what's happening. Is if I have to have... Oh, it's the Oracle Shield, so it pairs with the Crystal Dice. So I need Crystal Dice for this crit to do anything. Apart from the maximum defense. Alright, so I have a rust sword, sorry. Not a rusty sword. I think I'm gonna save these dice. This guy gives me bones when I hit him, which I can actually use. Let's see how we roll. An 8. Now, my critical is rolling a d8 from my tray, which I don't have. So there's not much reason to pump this up any further. I have d8s, I just didn't draw any. So let's just do that damage. Oh, I have to hit this one, right. And then I have to defend. God, they're hitting me really hard. Roll 20 ghost dice. I unlock something. Interesting. Let's just do that. Maximum defense, and then we're gonna stab somebody. Okay, critical, which lets me roll a bone die. I don't have any left. Alright, I'm gonna start getting some damage on me, unfortunately. Okay, so this guy's hitting pretty hard, but we can't stop him. 6 damage, I guess, isn't too bad. That we might be able to kill this one and then block only 6. Ugh, a 1. Let's roll. Oh my god. Okay. Guys, please. What is wrong with you? Stop rolling the worst numbers. So I can add a D8 to this. Okay, good. There's lethal. Okay, it came back to life. Oh, the blood moon. Overkill damage is converted back to health. 1 time. So that's what happened to me. So you have to do exact lethal or he comes back to life once. Okay, that's good to know. This is going to cause me to take some pain here. Shit. Shit! No, no, okay, that's better. Oh, God. Remember when I was like, yeah, Dante's really strong. And then here I am being bad. Okay, let's stab this guy. Literally any amount of... Alright, we're taking 12 damage. Oh, level 2. Okay, I can level in the... 1 armor for every 5 damage you deal. On target lost, gain blood token. On health lost, gain a blood token with the same value. Interesting. Well, let's try the chain armor. Oh, look, I'm wearing chain armor. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So now I get armor for every 5 damage I deal, which isn't a lot, but it is... I could focus on attack first and then defend. Perfect. I'm hitting pretty hard, aren't I? I don't have a D8. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I'll take 1 damage here. That's fine. And I've got my reroll and bones here. He's not going to damage me. Critical. There we go. I have like very few dice. But nobody's using the bones against me. It's a lot of bones piling up in my tray. If I overkill him. So I need to do exactly 12 damage to him, which is not possible. Not with these dice. Okay. Bone. So 3 damage I need to do here. Okay, well, here's the thing. I can just throw bones in here until it's 3. Nice. Okay, cool. Bones were helpful. Broken crystal ball. Make 3 low predictions onto random dice inside your tray. Okay. Icicle. Will make all dice on the board frozen. Frozen dice will roll the face they're frozen on. What does that mean in terms of not from the tray, on the board? So the ones on the board, whatever they've rolled, I'm guessing they freeze that way, go back into the discard bag, into the draw bag, onto the tray, and then they're frozen on that face they were on back when? Maybe? I'm going to take the coins and buy what I want. I have 4 coins. Okay. Critical is an extra hit, but half the damage. That's cool. What do we have down here? We have D20s. A leather dice. Draw an object from the bag. That's always fun. Soul dice creates a ghost dice of the same type. I do like those. Can reroll self but gain blemish. Blemish decreases armor gain by stacks. No thanks. So I could buy dice. I could buy 20-sided die. This is what I needed last game with that paladin shield. Ghost Tooth. For the highest rolled die on the board, roll a ghost die with the same value. I could get that. I do have the D. This one's been very helpful. Gaining me ghost dice. And this one, I could buy this one and get more ghost dice as well. The leather die is nice because it makes you draw more stuff. Value of 5 can reroll self to lose 1 value and gain a bone. Is this helpful for me? Or do I not need this because I already have so much bone synergy? I don't know. That's really tough. I'm gonna take the 2 leather dice, so we have lots of objects. Okay, so here's where I can sacrifice something for health. I'm gonna sack a D4. I can make do with higher numbers because I can lower them with the bone dice or with the bones. So I can afford to roll over way more than I could with the other character. Okay, so this guy's gonna curse a weapon. I also generally hate rolling D1s because there's so many enemies with this power. They're only doing 2 damage. So let's roll a... Well, let's start here. I don't have a D8. Actually. I can't fix that. So we're just going to have to try again. Not getting fantastic rolls. Alright, that's all we got this turn, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll get the leather dice and I can draw more objects. Get more tempo. There's one. So he cursed the debt curse with the rusty sword, so it's -4. But this one would let me roll a d8 with a crit now. We might go for it. Let's roll a d10. Hey, I rolled the 10. Perfect. So I need 3 now. But I don't want to roll... I want to roll d4s, although 1 won't hurt too bad if I'm able to kill this one. It is a critical now. Okay, this is... Hey, that's total death for this one. Sick. So now I need to roll... I don't need any defense unless I roll more d4s. So I can afford to roll 1. Just rolled crit. It's unfortunate I don't have... I'm so close. One damage. So I need like almost nothing here. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Hang on. All right. I can just roll the d4, really. Let's roll the d20 here. I got 6, actually. He doesn't have a way to make me weaker or anything, so I can just use just 6 to 6. So I think we want to roll this 10, 6. Critical. I can roll a d8 from the turn. Only d8s left, so let's just smack him with a sword. He took a bone or something, I think. Let's try this critical d12. Be cool if I rolled a crit on that. I know it's unlikely, but it'd be fun. So that's enough to block me fully, because it's only 8. Plus I'm going to do damage. This is the one that lets me roll the d. So let's try the 12, because we have 3 bones. Now, roll any die but rolls a bone from your tray. So there's a crit. There's an extra d8 added. I'm going to save that. Okay, so he's down to 50. I can stab him with this thing. I got a 9. I can't fix that. I only have 1 bone, so we just shake that off. Try the d8. 4. I'll just hit it with that. Save these. He's not attacking. So we just do damage here. So let's do... We don't have a d8. Let's use the leather die on the shield. Well, I guess there's a chance... No, let's use it here. So I drew a d8, which is awesome, because this one uses that. So let's roll the 10. Got a 1. Every time I re-roll this one using a bone, I get another ghost die. Now I don't have small enough numbers. I can only decrease it by 1. I could re-roll something. It'll subtract 1 and put a bone in, right? It'll put a because this, yeah. There we go. Took a lot of finagling. Okay, so we've got a 7 here. Let's roll one of these d10s. 5. That's enough. Is this the boss? Yes, this is the first boss, Anku. This is a... Actually, I'm not sure. This guy sounds like some sort of mythical creature. He seems like a caretaker, but because he's got like the stags with him, but he's also got like a scythe and a lantern. I don't know. Interesting character. So he's gonna do 11 damage, which is disgusting. So 6. $10. Okay, there we go. So I hit 12. Roll a 10. Okay, I got... There we go. Crit. Add a bone die. Stab him. He took a bone from me. Let's roll one of these ghost dice. 3. 6. That's enough, I think. Got some bones left in the tray. He's gonna do a lot of damage unless I just kill him this turn, which is easier said than done. Like, I rolled a crit. 15 damage on this. So yeah, I can't possibly lose. I just stab him for 1 damage. Alright, level 3. Gain some max HP. So we've got Shuck Pelt, lose half your HP, blah blah blah, vampire stack. I think I'm good on that one. The beginning of your turn, make a die prediction. Yes, that's incredible. Oh, I've got a flower crown now. Look how cute I am. Jesus Christ, what is this? Okay. Well, I definitely need a weapon more than I need a shield. Sharp stone. Reroll the lowest die on the board to max value when you crit. That's cool. I think it's probably time to get rid of the cross dagger. I like the bone rerolling mechanic, but I've actually not gained any more bone dice, so I'm sort of moving away from it. Here's where I can get health, which I don't really need. We start with dice fusion. Now, do I want to put an effect on something higher? Pretty comfortable with what I have right now, although it might be nice to have a bone die as a D8 for this sword. So let's, oops, other way around. So let's take a D8 and make it into a bone die. There we go. That should be interesting. I don't really want to stack a die for health right now. Dice fusion's coming up. Shop, I don't have anything yet. Elite. Here's a cursed offering. I'd have to go through the dice fusion again, which again I don't need. Might just head up this way. Karen's shop. I'd try to find some coins on the way. Fight an elite battle, get a good reward, possibly take some damage, hopefully not die. Heal up, and then the boss. So let's take that path. Oh, it's a frog guy. Vobinly. He's gonna be for 5. See, here we go. Look, I've got a free prediction every turn. Oh, that's so good. Well, actually, wait. Let's start with this, because if I can get critical... Ah, shit. I immediately fucked it up. Okay. Well, fuck. Shake that off. I'm passing turn. We're gonna save these dice for next turn. Plus it should... Yes, it kept... Because it keeps the prediction. We've got a new one now. So even better. So this is the turn where I want to do tons of damage. I don't have a D8 to roll, though. I do have a leather die. I rolled a... I gathered a D20. Jeez. +1. Not worth it. All right. This is rerolls the lowest value on the board to max value. Let's roll a 20. I mean, whatever. Here's 6. This is going to be a 4, so we need a 3. Hey, there we go. And then it rerolls this to max value, which is a bone die, so I get another bone. Awesome. Cool. That's cool. All right, he's debuffed me. Rolling a D10 adds a stack of poison. So don't roll the 10s if I can help it. This is going to be an 11. So let's see if we can get a 2. We got a 4. So we could do 2 bones. And then add an 11. We crit, reroll the lowest. And that's a win. Awesome. We didn't take any damage. Bone D10, absolutely. That's great for me. These battles are the same. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so when this die crits, it re-rolls itself. That is so useless, because it just lowered shielding to 8. What is this die? This die is dumb. What am I supposed to be doing with this one? I must not be thinking of a strategy. Because it's already... Maybe if you can get some power that matters for every time you roll dice or something? I can't think of anything else. Hey, that's an 11. So if I roll anything but a 4 here... Well, it did... Something happened, it re-rolled itself, and we're good now. That's a lot of damage. Okay, good. Hits like that will win. All right, let's pass turn. We're getting more predictions every turn, which is awesome. Oh my god, look how valuable this is. To have a board full of dice, I know what they're going to be. Oh my god. Alright, I need, trying to save the D10 ghost dice, because they are one-time use. Alright, let's use a regular D10. 7, so we need 6. This is going to be a 6. And then it will get re-rolled automatically, giving me another bone. Awesome! Oh, that's so cool! This is so fun. This guy rolls a D8, which I don't... Let's see if we can get him... Let's roll the D10. There we go. Okay, so we've got 2 hits and we need to do 20 damage. That's perfectly doable. So he's gonna do 7 damage this turn. So remember to just kill him this turn. Do we risk the D20? And I think we do. We got a 2. I need a bone so I can re-roll that. Oh, plus re-rolling it will draw me more stuff. Re-rolling this is extremely risky. I think I just add this D4. Oh my god, it re-rolled the lowest die, which was the 2 on the D20, and it got a 20. So I'm gonna kill him in one hit. Look at that, I got an achievement for rolling in nat 20. Wow, cool. Ooh, that feels good, that's nice. If on the board while in critical state, you can roll another D20. But it's a D20. That seems like an extremely hard thing to... Well, but here's the thing though. If I have D20s and they keep getting predicted... Of course, the chance of this ever rolling a critical is so low. But it is a D20. I mean, it is a number that could be a very high number. Or do I take coins and buy stuff I want? I don't think this feels like it adds anything to my strategy, so I think I'll just take the 1 coin. Feels kind of bad, but I think having 2 or 3 coins at the shop is better than that random D20 Ashen die. It's not like I'm even rocking really high numbers here. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. Defense equal to health lost. So we want to hit this guy 1 time really hard and then give him a break. Hey, we got a 9. We went over by 1, and I can't fix it. So we have to... Oh, I can re-roll it, though. And now we're under. So I could just keep... Wait, I can re-roll this infinitely. Because every time I roll it, it makes a bump. I can roll that infinitely. You can re-roll any die but rolls a bone from your tray. So you can just force a crit by re-rolling a bone die over and over and over and over. That's fucking sick. That's going to be a 5. Let's roll this. 2. I cannot get to 9 with this, so we're just gonna hit him for 2 and then save these. I keep finding new interactions in this game that are extremely cool. Really impressed with this game. So this guy has 1 health, or sorry, 1 stack. So all we need to do is kill him. Hopefully we do it without needing to roll any d4s. This is a 4. This is a 5. Let's do the 12. 6 is lethal. Let's just take it. And let's just do this sword now. We have a d10. Yeah, I can roll this until it's a 9. That is the coolest fucking thing. I'm poking out of my gourd. This is what the kids say. I don't need to block. I'm feeling pretty good. So D10s are now poisonous. But like if he's dead. It rolled a crit and then re-rolled the lowest value and it happened to roll another nat 20. Are you kidding me? Is the developer reaching into this game to give me good luck so I can feel like the game is amazing? Am I just like the luckiest person on earth right now? What's going on? I do like the leather D12. I'm gonna take that. I would probably pay 2 coins for that in the shop. Okay, what is this little guy? Imp Sister. What? Are you sure? Okay. We got 2 of the Adirans. They are going to curse me. Blocks critical attacks. Oh no. Interesting. This guy's the weakest. They're not hitting me, so let's just slap him. Look at this. This leather D20 is going to be a 12, which is super cool. Let's roll. Well, we actually rolled too many high dice here. No bone dice either. So we're operating on 100% luck here. So let's go with the D10. I got a crit. Oh my god, this game's so easy or what? It's gonna roll a 5. Leather D. Okay, so that's a 6. So we need 7. We do not have. So a D10 has got a pretty decent chance of rolling a 7. Oh my god. What the hell is going on? Okay, I've been cursed with Bedevil. Roll a Bedeviled D4 on every die roll from this tray. I don't know what that means, and it sounds bad. 13. So we know this is a 1. Here's the thing though, a critical re-rolls the lowest die on the board to max value. So if I put this 12 in, and then I put this 1 in, this 1 will instantly be re-rolled to something higher. Fucking sick. Now this guy blocks crits, so I just kill this guy. Now I need to, okay, Bedeviled Curse. I'm worried about what this does. Let's get some block. A 9 is good enough. I forgot I was making it passively. So what is, what? Oh. Negative D4 that's destroyed on critical. Okay, so this is a 3. But he rolled another one of these. Fuck. Wait, so he's gonna... Okay, now hang on a second. Get those out of here. But I'm not rolling D4, so he's not getting power, even though the devil D4s are rolling. Interesting. And I can't... If I crit him, it's blocked, but only once, I'm hoping. Okay, so this should be blocked, and then he loses that buff. Okay, good. Now he's gonna hit me for 9. That's inappropriate. Oh yeah, that's right. I can just cheat. I can roll this as many times as I want until it's a 10. I wonder if there's an achievement for like... There we go. Wait, but now there's all these bones on here. Right. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. So now I'm up. Oh dear. Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna take any damage. We're good. This is the elite fight, right? This guy sucks. What is this? This is my score? What is this? What are these numbers? This might be the number of nodes I've traveled. Okay, so he's gonna curse me. So now's my chance to just smack him. Let's try the leather D20. It did it again! Is there a bug? Why am I getting so lucky? That's happened 3 times. Yeah, that's my score, it looks like. Okay, I'm almost level 4, which will give me max health. Play to die. Negative values, but gain armor equal to rolled number. And it's a legendary, and it's a D20. I don't think I need it. I have other sources of armor. Plus, I want to spend my... Oh, shit. Critical. Can roll unlimited ghost dice. That's super cool. I wish I had that going. Oh, rabbit foot. Reroll an object from the board with tremendous luck. Yes, I will buy a trinket. Yes, that sounds really fun. Dice fusion? This die is pissing me off. I don't know what to do with this. I'll get rid of it at some point. On critical reroll self. Maybe it's supposed to be a detrimental effect. Like you want to get rid of it. No idea. Okay, so here we are. We're fighting the Nalacephalia and the Knuckle Labby. What's this? Unknown action. And they have Blood Moon on. So I need to defend. We will try the leather die. It's too high. So shake that off of there. We'll try the D12. It's not enough. Try the D8. That's good. That's enough. Okay, so I need to do a little bit of damage. Ghost die. We have 4. We'll try the 12. We did get... Oh my god. Life is so fucking easy. When targeted, reroll the highest die on the board. I don't want that to happen because this is a large number. I think I took a thing. These are ghost dice. This is not a good situation for getting a crit, so let's just wait. Okay, never mind. He took all of my things. Do they... No, they do die. I don't get the ghost dice back. Damn. So now they're gonna hit me pretty hard, unless I can kill this guy, which is obviously... Okay, so we can use that. That's a crit. We re-rolled a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's a lot of damage, but it's 1 off. If I overkill him, he heals. I need to do precisely 1 damage to him. I'm not getting a lot of defense this turn. Whoops. Once this guy's dead, he'll stop stealing things from me. I need to do precisely 1 damage. Eight and 5 is 13. These are really high numbers, and when I attack him, he's going to re-roll this one. Alright, it still wasn't too bad. So how do I get this guy? Actually installed the demo. Gonna give this a try. Still haven't finished Darkest Dungeon, though. It's possible to finish Darkest Dungeon? I know I didn't. Yes, 1 damage! Suck it! That's exactly what we needed. Hey, level 4. Star buttons. After rolling 15 objects, draw 1 and reset stacks. That's not bad. Discard all negative objects on critical. Does that include the bones? Because that would just pump the number up. I think that sounds pretty good. Oh, look at me wearing hooks now. Oh, cool. He's not hitting me, so I'll just save the dice. After this fight, I'm gonna have to go get some coffee. But I'll go into the shop. We can peruse. Royal Punch. When targeted, discard all trinkets from the board. Okay. Well, if I've used them... Wait, if I get to critical with bones and then they get discarded, wouldn't my number go up? Well, no, because the crit would already have happened. Okay, let's see if we can get there. 12. So I guess... Alright, here. So if I put a bone on critical, discard... Yeah, it discarded the bone, so the number went up. I wish I could add literally any amount of damage to this. Other than 1, which I... Okay. Okay, I only need to do 5 damage to kill him. Reroll that. Okay, this is a 5. Take that out. Add a d8. And then target him. Yes, dead. Okay. Whew. Getting tougher. Oh, I'm sorry, I overkilled him. Fuck. No, he's back. Oh shit, I'm gonna get hit really hard. I can't do anything about it. I'm gonna have to heal before the final boss of this section. There we go, finally. So this I need 5, 6 points. This is a 6. There we go. Now he's gonna re-roll this, which could drastically lower my damage, but we'll see. It did, but not enough to prevent him from dying. Super cool. Dig up another chest. Trigger critical state if not in failed state. Or another rabbit foot. I'm gonna take a second rabbit foot. Oh, this is dice for health, not the shulp. Let's get rid of this dumb jester die. I could use the 12 health anyway. There we go. I'll click on this and we'll see. Okay, it's a Vitala. Hey, this is the guy who's making the skeletons. Unknown action. 150 health, that's a lot. All right, I'll be right back. I'm getting coffee. Let me change my text. Getting coffee. Okay, be right back. Ugh. Check in with my spouse here real quick. All right, back to the game. So we've got Vitala, who does something. Does this look? This looks like a deity as well, some sort of mythological deity, doesn't it? It's really interesting. These arms are very long too. That's really weird. He's got 2 more down here, so he's got 6. He's like a bug. It's like a stag beetle. There, he's got these big old horns. Okay, so we don't know what he's doing. Does that mean I should be blocking? It's kind of a situation that I don't like here. I didn't expect that. Fuck. I'm gonna re-roll an object on the board with tremendous luck. Oh, look at that! It happened to be a critical. Who would have thought? It's almost like I cheated. Oh, I can't fix that. But we can just smack him for that much. And I don't think I need to block. I have no idea. Oh, he summoned a zombie. Bedeviled Omen. Predict 50 dice. I unlock something. 1 stack. Receive 1 times Bedeviled D20 in your tray on death. That's a -1 to -20. That's not good. Negative die that is destroyed on critical. What the hell? He's not going to summon another one, is he? I don't think I can survive fighting a new creature every turn. So we need... What do we need here? This is going to be a 4. Let's roll the 12. So we need 5. So let's roll the d6. We got critical. Let's hit the zombie. I'm going to assume he's not going to summon every single turn, and that we need to sort of manage the summons a little bit here. But I could be wrong. This is a 6, so we need a 3 or a 4. So let's roll the d4. Oh, this is a 4. We could roll these two and add a bone, and that's critical. And then roll an 8. And then I might hit the boss with it, because this is kind of a lot of damage. Why can't I roll this? On critical, roll 1d8 from your tray. Why is it letting me roll this? I don't know. Roll this d8. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, actually. I have 6 armor, just from doing damage, so I don't even need to block. Oh, I still have my getting coffee thing up. I mean, technically, I am still getting coffee. Okay, so he did summon, but now he's going to cast a buff, so I should try to kill this one. It only needs 7 damage. This is going to be a 10, so we can roll this and then just bone down to 10. So now I get a Bedeviled die, negative d20 destroyed on critical, and it's temporary, but it's going to clog up my tray. So now I need a little bit more defense, so I can either do a bunch of damage. Let's roll this leather. Seven. I'm up to 4. So let's just roll. I only need 4 defense, so let's roll this one we know is only 6. I don't need to go crazy. And then we'll save these objects. Okay, he made this one tank. So this one's now tanking. So we still have to get rid of this Bedeviled die at some point. We got another one. Let's use it on this. That's minus 13. Is that going to heal him? I don't know if I want to find out. Let's see. No, okay, it just misses. Just a big old miss. So I need 8 more, no, 5 more defense. So let's just do a leather. Let's do a D12 leather. There we go, 8. Rolled a new one. Safe for another turn. So we should be able to So she's probably going to go back to summoning. Yeah, so now we have a bit of a reprieve here to keep hitting him. And we're running out of space. So I need to get some of these dice and objects out of here this turn. 3. Okay, that's pretty good. And then this is the one that lets me roll a d8. So let's roll the 10, add a bone, and then I can add a d8 and another d8. I don't know why it keeps letting me... I think it's bugged because it says can roll 1 d8 from your tray, but every time I've been able to roll 2. I don't know if that's intended or if the text is wrong. It's a rusty sword. I imagine it's not supposed to be like amazing, but I don't know. Put a bone in this, use it, and then end turn. Just gotta keep a little bit of space cleared up here. Just summoned another zombie. He's gonna block, which means I could focus on the boss again, although that means he's gonna start piling up the monsters here. So let's try to do damage. Let's go with this regular d12. We rolled a 1. Let's re-roll. Got a 12. So now we only need 2. Bone. Now it's a crit. It's re-rolled some stuff. Hit him for that much. Whatever. Leaving 6. We've got a bedeviled one in here that didn't get used. Oh. Destroyed on criticals. Temporary objects are destroyed after battle. Oh no, this is stuck in here until I get a crit. And it's a d20. That's awful. I think I'm going to have to ignore them. I don't think it's very likely that I'm going to... Yeah. This guy lets me roll a d8, which I don't have, so just do that. I'm going to another one. So now I need to block a little bit. Seven. I need 2 more. Okay, there we go. Crit doesn't super help me here. Oh, I already had some defense. My bad. Running out of space. I've got bones, trinkets. I need to use the luck one of the foot here. This is going to hit really hard. So let's do a... This is a 12. That's pretty cool. So that's a 12. And then let's say I add in something like a d4. And then if I roll one of these and then rabbit foot it, there we go. I can force it to crit and therefore destroy it. That's cool. Okay, I might try to do that again. I have some, I'll get more damage by rolling these. So let's roll this one here. Let's roll a bone die. We're at exactly... No, I'm going to re-roll that one. Oh my god, please roll a higher number. Okay, I'm fucked. I need to get rid of some of these. I'm running out of space. So he's going to hit me. I need to get a lot more block, actually. Why are you like this? 10 would put me at 13. I think that's good. 9 plus 3 would put me at 12, which is perfect. We can use up one of these bones. This guy's getting stronger, and I'm not feeling like I'm ready. I gotta finish him off soon. Okay, so he's just attacking now. He's sort of given up on summoning. Look at this. This one's been predicted to be minus 17. That's so bad. What the fuck? Rerolls the lowest die on the board to max value. Oh, it's always gonna do that. Oh, I see. Sick. So I could... If I can get to 13... Nine. So I could rabbit's foot one of these to be perfect, and then it will re-roll the other one. We can do a ton of damage. But I also need the rabbit's foot to get rid of this stupid die that makes everything negative. Where's the other one? The other rabbit foot is in the discard. Okay. I think... There we go. Critical. Smack him. Six is not that much. I'll take a little bit of damage. I'll say rabbit foot this one. Up to 10. I can even use a couple of bones just to get rid of them. This is perplexing, these devil die. I need to destroy him this turn, but all I drew was bones because they're clogging up my discard pile. Oh no. Okay, he's not going to attack me though, so I have a bit of space here. That's all I got. This is not good. I could throw these in here and get rid of them. Uh-oh, what's this? You must roll negative objects first. Obsession. That's not good. Oh my god. I have a 1. I can't even block this turn. Oh, I have to put bones in first. Oh my god. So that means... That's crazy. I am struggling here. He's got 15 health left. Oh god, I'm so... Oh, there's only 1 stack left. Okay, oh thank god, I can do whatever I want now. Can't I? Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna take a bunch of damage here. I have to kill him next turn. I'm dying here. Oh, he's kicking my ass. Okay, there's a 9. That's a 5. Perfect. So we'll just... There we go. Critical. Oh, thank God we killed the boss. Okay. Killed the boss of the second area, I think. Ooh. Small shield. Critical. Reusable in the same turn. Ooh. Possibly actually just better than this one because I don't have the... Well, no, I do have predicted dice now. Snake Dagger. Critical, repeat action, but for half the value. Ghost Mark. Roll a Ghost D4 on a trinket roll. I think that's better than the sword. Take a Snake Dagger with me. Alright, so we've passed that area. Now we're into Act 3, which looks like we're... I don't know where we are and where we're going here. I'll play until I either win or lose this run. I think that'll be a good stopping point for the stream. So let's go to a starter chest here. There's water and a tree here. Interesting. We're in a completely different place. Whoa. Abyss die. If on the board, negate the Abyss buff. The Abyss will perform current actions when hurt. Is the Abyss... the end boss? I'm gonna take the 10, 6, and 4, I think. I'm a little worried about that. Cursed Offering. Dice for health. So I could fuse, fight, or get a Cursed Offering. I could make a Abyss die. I could fuse the 4 into the 12. I think I'll do that. We'll do a battle. Oh no, it's this guy again. Imp Sister and Karabasan. Okay, the Abyss. When attacked, gain Abyss Curse on weapon. You can only roll Abyss dice. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, look at the background. Weird. Okay, so we need defense. That's a pretty good amount. This is a 3. Let's do this. Okay, I'm 2 over. I'll just paw this one to perfect so we get a crit. Just because. I get another ghost die out of it. I don't need to add any more defense. And now we need to start stabbing some people. Snake dagger. Roll a ghost d4 on trinket roll. Interesting. So we roll a ghost d10. 5. So we need a 4. We know that's a 3, so we can't get a crit on that. Hello, Paul Buck. How you doing? Playing as Dante. We're rolling some dice, stabbing some weird little guys on the ground. Might as well hit this guy because I can't hit him with crits. I think I'll save these dice for next turn. Okay, so when attacked, gain the Abyss Curse on weapon. Can only roll Abyss die. And then this is, if on the board, negate the Abyss buff. The Abyss will perform current actions when hurt. I'm confused. I've never been this far before. But I do have some dice I can roll. I don't have a lucky foot, though. I also need to block. Let's try the leather d20 here. I got a 9. This is a 3. That's 13. This is 12. That's good enough because all I have to do is 5 damage with this dagger to get 1 more defense. So we'll try the... actually, let's go here and try to use this one. I mean, that's something. There, so we cleanse that curse for now. Let's go with the ghost die. We got a 7. And we got crit. So crit lets us repeat the action but for half the value. And then you roll a d4 on a trinket roll, which I didn't use because I only have the bones. So let's stab one of these guys because this guy has the 2 stacks of the critical block. Oh, they all have it now. That sucks. At least that took 2 stacks off of there. And now we're... Well, we should be cursed, but it looks like it's gone. That's confusing. Oh, we didn't do damage, so I didn't get... Oh, no, I did do... Oh, interesting. The blocked damage still gives me armor. Interesting. Yeah, this looks like it's cursed, but it's not. Look at that. I think that was... I don't think that's correct. I think this is supposed to be cursed. Weird. An 8, so we need a 5. Here's a 5. That's 14. I can't add any more to it. We just need a single point of damage on this guy. Let's roll the lowest. Oh, here's a 1 on a d4. Let's just use that on him. Now these should be cursed. No, only this one's cursed. Really weird. There we go. Perfect block. This one's gonna curse. Okay, so I've got a halved curse on this one and the Abyss curse on this one. Okay. Can only use Abyss die. 8's not bad, at least it'll get rid of it. This one is halved. Hell yeah. If I add a trinket to this... Oh yeah, it adds a ghost die in. Now, hang on a second. This is a 1d4, so every time I add a bone, I'm likely to get more damage. Cool. Which doesn't matter because he's going to block the crit. Fuck. I don't like these guys. That roll sucks. That's a lot better. There we go. I almost wish I had the thorn shield, the rose shield from last run, because I would at least be doing little increments of damage. Abyss Curse, which I have a 1. They're doing a lot of damage this turn. Let me start with damage. That is an 8. I rolled a 1. 10, so I need 4. There we go. Critical, 18 damage is really good. Let's see if we can finish him off with the snake dagger. Can only roll, oh no, I can't really because I can only roll these. Although, I could, no, I'm not allowed to add to it with the rabbit foot. Interesting. Okay, so he's gonna live and I can't do anything about that. 7 block would put me at 11. I'd still take a couple points of damage. Let's add a d4 in there. I rolled a 1. 8, so I would take 1 damage. I think that's okay. This is Abyss Cursed again. But here's the thing. This is a 4. We predicted it. So we can finish that guy off. We're cleansed. He's going to curse me. But in the meantime, we can hit him. I rolled a nat 20. Let's just rabbit paw it. And we'll add bones in because it's just going to keep adding ghosty 4s. He's going to block the crit, but the second strike does go through. So that one's cursed now. We don't need to roll for defense, so we can save these dice. He cursed my sword with Debt Curse. Okay. Don't have any Abyss dice. Am I allowed to strike him with nothing? No, I'm not. I have to wait until I draw one. That's a 4. I have a bone, so we'll just do this. Okay, so that's 20 damage, is not bad. So I only need 4 defense here, so let's just roll a... Let's try to get away with a d6. Nope. Let's try to get away with a d6. Yep. Can't roll this at all. Okay, Abyss Cursed. They're both Abyss Cursed, which sucks. This one can at least get a 10. Okay, it cannot. I can re-roll it. I can re-roll it. Okay, this one can't function. Have to defend. Need to make some space. Oh, crit. Okay. Roll a predicted die? No, I'll save it. 12 defense is perfect. If we can kill him this turn. So this I need a 10. Can roll the leather die. Roll this one. Roll another 10. We're over, so we'll just roll the rabbit paw on the ghost die. There we go. So we have an automatic crit. And then when I add these, it goes up. Okay, that one was alarming. It's worrisome what the boss is going to be like now. I should probably get an Abyss die if that's going to be a thing I'm going to be seeing. Okay, so let's do a dice fusion. So I want to make a... What was I going to make? I was going to put an Abyss die on something else, like a 10 or an 8. So I have a 10, a 12, a 6. It's incorrect. We gotta start with a D4s. Add small amounts. Let's do the other 6, I think. I've never fought this I have what I assume is the final boss, so, you know, this might be really dangerous. So I need a lot of health here. I have to give up a good die for it, though, is the problem. I have 2 6s, an 8, and a 10 for bones. I do have 2 regular D10s. I think I should probably sack a D10. Alright, here we go. Boss battle. It is Saint Ilario. What the hell? Tray lock. When attacked, lock a random object in the tray. For how long? What does that mean? This has the Abyss Curse on it still. Oh. So this is locked until what, next turn maybe? This is pretty cool. Stop rolling ones. What's wrong with you? Oh my god. There we go. 8 is a lot better. Let's put predicted die. Let's put, oh my god, it's locked until I've rolled that many objects? You're kidding me. That's nasty. What the fuck? I can't believe this priest is out here kicking my ass. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is still locked. He's gonna hit me and debuff me. So I need, let's go with this one. D12. I need 5 points. Well, we know this is a 1 and we know this is a 4. So I say we do that. Okay, rerolls the lowest. This looks pretty good. So now I have another locked item. I also need to block. 7. I'm gonna go over if I roll. Oh, no, I have 3 defense already, so this is 10. All right. So I think I should probably... should I wait a turn? I can't really manipulate this. What do you do to me? Receive a black chip with the same value as your next die roll. Okay. So black chips are a negative value trinket, but they're going to start clogging up my, my area here. It's possible I can use them for criticals, though. It's damaging me again. Start with damage. So we know this is a 5. Let's start with the leather D10. Oh, the lock die goes with it. Did you see that? When it was unlocked, it rolled in. Cool. So this is a 5, and we can just use a bone. Make it critical. We've got a pretty high number here. We're going to slap him. Snake Dagger is going to unfortunately have to be a sacrifice here. Because I got to get rid of these chips, and I can't roll high enough. Are you saying I could get this to a positive number? Here we go. Let's just get rid of some of these. Failed roll. Fuck. So I'll just re-roll something to make it perfect. Whoa, 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 whoa. Obviously, I'm a genius. I knew exactly what I was doing there. He keeps locking my typically, it's probably random, but so far he's locked like 10s and 12s and 1 4. He's gonna buff himself twice. So now I can just hit him. Sort of. Fuck. I don't want that to be a 1. What's wrong with you? Just trying to get rid of some of these trinkets. Okay, smack him. That's a pretty good hit. And we've locked our rabbit foot. Ugh, I don't like that. Now this one's the one that rolls. What happened? Why is this one rolled? What's happening? Wait, hang on. No, it's getting higher. It's getting higher. What's going on? Oh my god. Shit, I lost that pretty bad. Okay, end turn. 3 power and gain defense equal to health lost for 1 stack. He's gonna hit for 16 damage. Let's just use that and then we'll just try to hit him. D10. That's a 9. Repeat the action, but for half the value. I say we just make this a... Never mind. I threw the rabbit's foot in for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay. I don't know, but I did it. I'm getting to the point where I can't keep track of all the effects that are happening whenever I do something. He's getting kind of low. He still has 13 power. Should probably start with some defense here. Leather die. That's not a great roll. That's also not... Okay. There we go. We got a crit. I can roll a predicted die. Let's slap the 3 in there. So we don't take damage unexpectedly. He's going to curse a weapon. Always fun. I'll save these. Okay. Ooh, so Abyss Curse can only roll Abyss dice. So we have none. So we have to use this. We also have to block. We don't have a rabbit's foot. Is it in the draw pile? It's not. So the chance of getting one is like 1 in 10, basically, after I roll this die. Ooh, I'll take that. That's perfect. Here. And I have 4 defense, so let's see here. What can I get out of this? This is a 7. Where's this extra die coming from? Critical can roll 1. Discard negative objects on critical. At the beginning of your turn, reroll any die. Where is this extra... Why did this extra die get rolled? I'm very confused. Free dice. Nah, yeah, free dad. I don't know why it's doing that. Saint Hilaro. Alright. He's gonna buff himself, so it's time to stab him. We do have Abyss dice again, so we can free this sword up. He locked a bone. I don't care. 6. I need 7 points. We know this is a 4. We need a 3. See, they're rolling it. Where'd this dice come from? Who is throwing dice out on the board? I can't. I don't know. Where's it coming from? Who rolls the lowest die on the board to max value? But I didn't get a critical, or we wouldn't be in this predicament. I don't think I can fix this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 1 more. Oh, you know what I can do? I can re-roll dice for a bone. So I'll just roll for lower. Okay, now I can bone it down to 13, as you say. Okay, it went back up. Guys, I can't. I don't know what's doing this. He's gonna hit me for 22. Okay. So we need to get some defense. Let's roll the d12. Let's roll this d10. We got a 1. And it put a bone on there for some reason. Oh, it's the locked. That's right. When something is unlocked from his locking spell, it gets thrown onto the board. So I'm getting, not only is he locking my dice, but then he's throwing them onto the fucking board when I'm not ready for it. What a douche. Okay. Is there any chance you guys could roll a better number? There we go. There's a lot of block. Boop. Okay, so I want to stab him. I used up all my trinkets. Let's go to the sharp sword. It's only a 2. Can we re-roll it? I don't have a bone. Oh! I can use the locked bone. That's interesting. We could make this a perfect number. Let's re-roll the lowest value. Let's re-roll this one because that way it'll re-roll the 10. There we go, 23 damage. Okay, now he got a bunch of armor because we hit him and he had the blood moon or whatever. No, the Vanguard, whatever it's called. So he's not gonna get, he's gonna deal 1 damage to me, so we're good with that. Alright, so now we have trinkets back up, so let's go to the snake dagger. This is going to be a 12. That doesn't help me. Motherfucker. Okay. Okay, I'm going over to defense. This is a 12, so it's a crit. Put that on. Maybe I should probably save these dice. I've been cursed with the Abyss curse. That's okay, I have dice right here. Alright, Abyss die. Oh, that's gonna be a 3. Well, this one, 9. Okay, 1 damage. Is there anything that will save his ass? Doesn't look like it. Stab? Sick. Okay. The end. This marks the end of your journey, but only for now. The Lich still awaits. We're working hard on the final version of the game. We truly appreciate your participation. To be continued. Very cool. Now, why can't I... How can I can't scroll or enter, space, escape? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to actually scroll through these. But I can just, I mean, it'll show them as new in the compendium. Thank you, Paul Buck. Yeah, that was a tough one. Dice rolled, trinkets rolled. I rolled 48 ones, a much better ratio than my last one. 82 criticals, did a lot of damage, gained a lot of armor. 15 chests. These are all my tarot card thingies, and here's my final gear. And this is my final dice pool, which is looking pretty good balance. The leather dice turned out to be really quite fun for drawing so many extra things. New high score. I did it, guys. I have the new high score. So let's look at the collection, see what I unlocked, and then we will call this stream here. So we've unlocked the Ember die, the D20 Ember. We've unlocked the Obsidian 10 and 12. I love the Obsidian dice. We've unlocked the 20 Soul die, the 20 Spike die, the 12 of the Tray Bound, return to Tray after critical weapon used, the 20 Crystal, negative die, 12 and 10. All right, cool. And we're working on getting the lucky ones. I need to get these ones more often, but they're hard to find. Weapons, we've found some more. This list used to be a lot smaller. They've added more of these, it looks like, since I played. Only a few I haven't seen, really, a couple. Interesting. Okay. And didn't click on one of these apparently. There it is. A mace. I've unlocked a new legendary mace I can find. Not going to spoil it. Got the natural 20. And no other... These are the only achievements, and I got both of them today. Deal 100 damage with a single blow. Reach the church with only the shovel and the coffin shield. That's funny. Own 10 coins. Kill Anku before the black stags. Kill Anku without taking any extra dice. Kill Anku with the blood blade. Wow, these are pretty specific. Finish the first map without losing any health. Defeat Anku without using any defensive weapons. So all the achievements are related to the first, basically the first section. That's interesting. So I'm guessing he's going to have achievements for the other areas as well. Pretty cool. Are there other characters yet? No, coming soon. So there's 2 more characters at least coming soon, which is exciting. Yeah, the grave reroll is pretty cool. What a fun game, and I love the art. I love this grave digger guy. I wonder what Dante's story is. He just kind of woke up one day and decided to fight the other undead. Very cool. And what's a daily run look like? Okay, it looks like the current leader of the daily run is Blumpo Gripliskin. So that's weird. I wonder what it is, though. Same seed. Finish as many fights. Successful critical hits and kills boost your scores. Failed rolls will reduce it. Unless a failed roll is reversed. Try to use dice and trinkets efficiently. And unless it leads to a kill or critical. Wait, what? Taking damage lowers your score unless healed back. Interesting. Okay, and then they had one yesterday as well. Blumpo Griskilskin was only down here in 11th yesterday. Today is the number 1. So that's pretty exciting. Good job, Blumbo. All right, guys, I'm going to end this stream here. So I've got the link to the Steam page in my description of this video. If you want to check out the game, it is not out yet, but there's a demo, and I would suggest you try it for yourself. I will warn you, the first 2 to 4 fights you play will feel very random because you typically have mostly just normal dice. You just roll a random number and you either go over or you don't, and sometimes you hit a critical. But as you start to get special dice and buy items and get the tarot cards and get new weapons and armor, you're going to start having a lot more control over that, and it starts to become really, really entertaining and fun, like you were seeing towards the end of mine. The beginning is a lot more just like you roll a dot number and you're like, well, that's not good. And then, but if you can make it past that, it gets really interesting, and it's so much less luck. It's more about manipulating all the dice to be exactly what you want in the right order. Very, very fun game. So I'm looking forward to the next installment of this game for it to come out. Thank you to the developers again for sending me a key for this game, and I will certainly be looking at this game more when there's more content. This is incredible. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see everybody for my next either video or my next live stream, which is coming out next week on Sunday.